Hey folks, Chuck here. Hope you're all okay. I'm feeling a little old tonight. As some of you may know and you may not know, I have two young children, little boy 10, little girl 7. My son is turning 11 next week. This past weekend we just had 15 kids over, went doing Laser Quest, and I'm in my middle 50s, and this stuff wears me down. So I'm a little tired, I'm feeling a little old right now, but nothing you can do about that. But I was going to talk a little bit about the good old days. This sort of spurted in my mind over the last couple of days. The good old days. And maybe some of us thinking we'd be better off in the good old days. I, for one, have had great old days. Not just good, but great. But I don't want to go back to the good old days. I think right now are the best days of my life. As tired as I am, I've had great good old days in my whole life. I'm blessed that way. I had two parents that I have really good fond memories of growing up. In my teenage years, I have good memories of that, except for schools, things like that. I look at especially my son right now, who's 10 years old. I wouldn't want to be 10 years old and entering puberty if, my life depended on it. I wouldn't want to go back to those days. In my 20s and 30s, and even 40s, when I was single, I got married a bit late in life, in my middle 40s. I was a biker. I traveled around the U.S., traveled around Canada, traveled around the world. My biggest problem for the day was, where was I going to buy my next barbecue dinner, And as good as those days were, and they really were good, I wouldn't trade them for now. Sometimes I think we, and I'm doing this off the cuff, sometimes I think we don't stop to look for what is happening now, for what good is happening now. And, hopefully, I'll knock wood, that I'll live long enough to look at today and say, something, that was a good old day. That was good times. But I still wouldn't trade them for what's going on now. I hope you all are having as rich and full life as I'm having. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not thankful for it. So just a couple of thoughts. And a not so grumpy Chuck here. Talk to you later.